Hello, Minasan, Hikiema Murikotes, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called Routines, and it's by the developer Frigidbody. Let's start the game. The game just starts like this. How do I move? Arrow keys, alright. I just slide on here. Press E to interact. Here she is, the first client of the day. Bernadette is a beautiful woman months ago. On the day of your first meeting, your manager looked her up and down. You still remember that look, and said, "Usually it's me paying girls like her, not the other way around." You know what I mean. Okay. You found the comment improper, yeah? Bernadette must be used to unwanted attention, you think. Do I click something? Here. Every time she comes back for a treatment, she reclines on the massage bed, places her manicured hands on the armrest. There's weariness in her gaze every time. Yeah, you can kind of see it. "So nice to see you again, miracle worker," she says, and her voice is perfectly melodic, but you feel an edge to tension. They tell you well in your courses. As an accredited mask aesthetician, you should notice the smallest signs of uneasiness, and manage your client's distress according to the company policy. How was your day, Bernadette? Now she's kind of happy. Busy but good. I went around the 10 stores looking for a birthday present for Jake. That's my partner. I mentioned him, right? You see, he picked up this hobby. She tells you about her partner's growing collection, and her excitement is evaporated. So earnest, a love like theirs must be a blessing. Her post paints a different picture. Maybe she didn't exaggerate the number of shops she had to visit, or maybe it's something else entirely. What matters is that there's an obstacle between Bernadette and blissful happiness. He always wanted to help people. You weren't clever enough to become a teacher, and you weren't brave enough to fight fires for a living, so you became an esthetician. It took 5 years for math to shape you into something useful, and now you know how to mix the right ingredients and how to hold your hands just right while applying the mixture to a face, and how to remove the stiffened mask from it without the dirt and pain on garbage memories. You do all this, then you discard the mask, you're good at your job. The mixture is ready. The fuck am I doing? It's like makeup that removes your sadness. You paint Bernadette's face with it, line after line, and wait for her to drift into sleep. The treatment helps your clients relax. Some fall into a trance-like state, others lie still thinking. Bernie belongs to the second group. Blanche, her lips twitch. You retrace your steps from the moment you turn on the heater to the last shape you drew. And no, she shouldn't be sleeping, she should be calm. There it is. I'm still here, am I not? I shouldn't be. The blonde disappointment in her eyes burns you. She continues, "I'm sorry. Please don't be. If anyone should be sorry, it's me. There's something wrong with me." Her voice is quieter than usual. Must be the mask working its magic. "You're a professional, I know. I'm sure this doesn't happen to other clients. I must be the problem." "I never happened to other clients, not on your watch. But why should that matter?" You try to calm her down. It takes time. You bring her a warm towel and another one, and finally her breathing evens out. "I'm always like this with Jake. Something's wrong with me. I feel too much. It hurt people that I do. I'm such a..." The mask takes longer to peel off this time. A piece gets stuck to the sides of her face, and if you look at it from a certain angle, it resembles a hand. Yeah, I always had that would be unsettling. An overactive imagination. Bernie lies in there in silence while you finish the treatment. The moment you're done, you're greeted with her smile. "Thank you, seriously, thank you so much. You did it again. This Bernadette is doing so much better," and her voice is softer, and her hair looks like a halo. Wait, so this is like removing a version of the... Oh, that's kind of fucked up, I like it. What happened with the music, by the way? "Nothing but the best from most client. Would you like to book the next appointment?" "Oh, no need, and thanks again. You're also nice to me, you and Jake, and he prefers booking the appointments himself. That's how nice he is. You're even nicer, though, because of your job. Looking for a partner?" You search Bernie's face for a trace of feeling. Is she comfortable with this? Is this what she wants? You see bliss and emptiness and nothing else. So when her boyfriend gets tired of like her personality, I guess, he just books a removal. That's super fucked up. "I have to mention, considering the treatment is personal and comprehensive, I'll be waiting for his call then." I'll be waiting for his call. Yeah, I don't like that guy. Press space. Nothing else to do except interact with the clients, I guess. I think something's wrong with the music because it just stopped. If it doesn't come back, I'm just gonna put some of my music over here. The man in the chair has his arms crossed, his lap, he's looking around, admiring the jars, the tubes, and the bottles. All instruments of your craft, his phone is set aside, and he left his shoes at the door. You like him already. Matteo, he introduces himself. It's a pleasure, I can help you with. Could you please do the rubber package with cucumbers and KRX19? You nod and turn towards the counter. You prefer to tailor each treatment, scrutinizing every little ingredient until it's just right for them. But rubber is reliable, a universal starter at the start of your marketing. It's a good choice. As your hand touches his face, he relaxes into the chair. That sort of smile, exhale, you know the bags under his eyes. Yeah, kinda resemble my eye bags. His shaped lips, his colored skin, it's a lot, but you can heal this. That kinda looks like me. Should I add our special gel for sleeping aid? No, thank you. I only want to try out the standard mask. I heard it's really relaxing. You don't press further, and he's right. Even your basic treatments can do wonders, but Mateo shifts his chair, and when you don't reply, he looks away. To be honest, I was thinking I should visit for a while now. You got the stellar reviews. It's just, well, it is a bit expensive. He gives you an apologetic shrug. You spray the primer gel over his forehead, and then I found out the place I work at reimburses self-care. It has a limit, but still, why should I have a day just to myself and the company money? Yeah. He catches your eyes again, looking for something. Trust me, it's worth it. I haven't done them for myself once in a while. Yeah, they always say this kind of thing. I don't trust them. I know what you mean, it's a bit pricey, but it's such a delicate process, every little thing counts. Whenever I do masks for myself, I'm excited as the first year. I know what you mean, it's a bit pricey. You take off your gloves, fold them and place them into the hazard bin, then pick the new ones, then set up the mask itself, then gently smooth it out on the flat surface. You can help but smile, admiring its elegant simplicity. Mateo's watching your work, and the portrait of Sam Ray, your founder, looks down on you with pride. You really do like your job, don't you? There's no surprise in Mateo's voice, only a trace of envy. You understand not everyone is lucky enough to have a job like yours. I really do. You return to the chair, the mask is alight in your hands. I get to help you. I get to make your day better. Yeah, I know what you mean. I miss that feeling sometimes. You work at masks as well? Oh no, I work at MGH as a nurse. I think that's more important than applying mask, but still do, I mean, and I know how it feels, that thing you're describing. You catch that longing in his voice, same one you had before you started at mask. Mateo closes his eyes, the gel flows into all imperfections, righting all the wrongs of the world. Sure, some patients suck, but even the sucky ones got me out of bed in the morning. His voice is hopeful and a bit delirious. The medicine is helping. Did something change? Maybe? I guess it's just disappointment. But he looks at you, slowly already falling asleep. Tell me, what would you do if you learned mask wasn't really helping people? I wonder what would I do? I suppose it will be difficult for me, yeah. Thank you, he replies. I'm glad you feel the same. When the mask comes off, Mateo feels like a new person. His smile is bright and earnest, and there's no sign of worry on his face. Yeah, but he still looks like shit. Another one? Hey, it's you again! Bernadette sitting in the chair, upright, her legs dangling from the side. You found there's a special cleverly designed footrest made with care. Engineered with customers in mind. Bernadette has used it before. She must remember how comfortable it feels. But her fingers are tapping on the phone and her heels are still on. And she looks up to only when you politely clear your throat. Yes, hi. I wanted to lodge a complaint. How do I do that? You wins, you need the manager for that, and you really do not want to call the manager while you were thinking Bernadette has already returned. Typing. Is there something wrong with the treatment? The last treatment didn't work at all, and I knew something was up. I didn't even fall asleep like I always do, remember? It's also normal. Yeah. No, it's just she realizes that she interrupted you mid-sentence and pauses, steering her eyes from the phone. I'm sorry, it's just that I'm just as irritable as I was before. I was a mess in front of my friends, I was a bitch to Jake, she shakes her phone, emphasizing the point. No, I'm rude to you. Sounds like you have a rough day, yeah. That happens to everyone. Well, I still want the procedure, but could you make sure it really packs a punch this time? I heard you have stronger options. I was about to say potions. Not only two with calming rating higher than her last one, you pick the weaker of the two for now and get your tools ready. Bernadette finally lies down and exhales. First the primer, then the skin protection, then gel. Bernadette's brows finally unfurrow and she mumbles something about the front line. Doesn't know you're on the second layer of the cream when you're interrupted by insistent buzzing. And Bernadette's eyes should open. She looks at you with a question. You can pick it up. The phone? Yeah, I'm at the spa, she says and puts the phone on speaker, letting her hand fall back to the side. Okay, baby, just checking. God knows you needed some rest. You feel that phone for last time yet? No, sorry, but I'm here with the esthetician. I can under your fingers. She falls asleep again. Bernie? Hey, Bernie, is she asleep? She is, sir. I can hang up the call. Yeah, sure, and for the love of God, don't give her that weak shit again. We won't thank you. Yeah. Client's always right on whatever. I really don't want to deal with this. Just make sure it packs a punch. I told her Bernie that give you the weak shit. He lets her entire laugh. I must envy you, must be nice. Most of the time you're with Bernie. She's either right after her mask or silent. Do you get it? You have to deal with what comes next, and I do. So make sure you do. Fucking damn it. Yeah, let's hang up, yeah. He hangs up before you can answer. Bernard wakes up with a radiant smile, and you can help her return it. She hops up from the chair. You did it again, you sorcerer. Thank you. You wave her goodbye without mentioning Jake. Yeah. Yeah, let's not ruin the treatment. I have the feeling she's gonna come back again, but for now it's good. You're returned to your desk. It's good to know you helped a couple. Again. I wish there was like more to do. Like interact with other stuff. It's you again. Usually you can list all the smells in the procedure room by heart, but not this time. There's something foreign, sacrilegious alcohol. Not even the sober pill wives, but simply vulgar gin. Matthias sitting in the chair, arms crossed, just like last time, but now his eyes are hazy. No curiosity or fascination. You can say you're happy. Hi, can you do the same thing as last time? He pleads. Of course. The creams, the gels, the mask itself, that all comes naturally in itself as does, and yet it's not enough. You need to understand what ailment you're treating. Is everything alright? I remember your name? Yeah, kind of. Mattia pauses between words and he keeps looking somewhere in the corner, but his words are clear. I'm just so tired. With effort, he glances at the table. The contract for the session sits on top of it. Do you remember the main points by heart? You, the company, are responsible for potential side effects from prior health conditions. You, the employee, are not allowed to share anything you hear from clients. It's smart. Keeps everybody safe. Mattia read it the first time he came. It's my stupid friends. Mattia starts again. This time he doesn't watch you getting ready. He's lost. Are they not putting the same effort? They want to rob me into this scheme, and the worst part is that I'm falling for it. The pyramid feels thicker than usual. You're sure it's the same shipment though. The bosses of my hospital, that is, they aren't good people, they're shitty people. It's no way to run a hospital the way they want to do it. Are they misusing your skills? He glances back at the contract again, searching for reasons from the piece of paper. I wish, but no. They scheme on drugs, they sell the excess to the market. He laughs, a tiny, gentle laugh, and the police hardly puts any effort. It's terrible what he's saying. You can imagine a place ran this way, without patients need being put first. I don't know. I can't imagine another place like this. You work for Mateo, must be so hard to try to work like that and work long hours, judging by his size. That must be unethical. Well, Amir and you and a few others, they want to get the evidence, bring to the cops, they hope will make them act, and well, it should, right? The mask is on. And soon his words will all be forgotten. He will wake up and think about this with a clear head. And do what's right. The mask will solve it. Only he fidgets in the chair. Something is wrong. Again, something is wrong. You triple check the formula. Yes, no mistakes. There's expiry dates, equipment. With just the tips of your fingers, you message the mask into Matteo's face. There's only one conclusion. It is you're failing. You're failing. Stress. It must be stress or nervousness or shaky hands. All can be fixed. You fix it many times. Right now, you salvage this, and then you'll fix yourself. You use the mask. The character mentions that, right? He uses the mask himself. It probably wouldn't do anything. The treatment's still effective. You can work with it. You realize you forgot to breathe. So stupid. Then might get all fired. Matteo sides, yes, gently pressure works. You truly hope you didn't mess it up. And the hospital's still working, right? Others they could right into the ground. Matteo doesn't sleep, but he stops talking. He looks at you with reverence until it's over. It's all done. Hope you're feeling better. Doesn't look any better. It's all done. Yes, much better, thank you. You take a sip of lemon water from the decanter. Normally it is for guests, but your throat feels like sandpaper. I gave you my employee number last time, right? Matteo asks. Yes, I will file the form. Thank you so much. This place is amazing. It clears my head, lifts my mood. No stupid fears about work. I'm glad I could help. I will wait for your next visit. And what about those issues? Yeah. Don't make them worry about their problems. You wave Matteo goodbye and put everything back in place. You lock the door and go home early. Your plants must be happy to see you, but you have no time for it tonight. You go through the employee's handbook a few more times just to make sure you're ready for the next day. Again. It's Matteo again? Yeah, it's you again. At this hour, when you're ready, you recite the steps in your mind while you wash your hands, and while you put the gloves on, you look yourself over the mirror. Matteo catches your eye. Does he notice the pimple on your chin? You still haven't gotten around to your own treatment. I'm sorry for the last time, Matteo says. I should have come wrong. It's alright, but please don't do it again. You're very kind. He uncrosses his hands and brushes away a strand of hair. His voice is kind too, but determined. In the bags under his eyes have deepened since last time. The portrait of Sam Ray looks down on you with gentle disbelief. You need to do better, my dear, it says. You don't simply help people relax into the moment. You are to restore their lives. How did you feel yesterday? We can adjust the treatment based on your feedback, with coverage, of course. It was all perfect. I was so at ease at work yesterday. After the mass, I got back to work, finally felt like myself again. He's lying, he must be. You catch his fingers rattle on the undress. Particles of dry shampoo in his hair, the left sleeve on his shirt. It's not ironed. It's hard to tell. Well, it's actually easy to tell. You do not judge. This is not what you do. You simply know those are not the signs of proper restoration. Could there be something that affected the recovery? There's something wet under his eyes. You double check. You certainly haven't put on primer yet. You're losing track of all the little details to keep track of. Alright, it didn't last. Gina just quit right there in the middle of the day. After another of her patients died, medication requests are reasonable. That's how they phrase it. And then somebody dies. God damn it. You're ready for the procedure, but you don't want to pick up the tubes just yet. That kind of thing brings you right back to earth, you know, Matteo continues. So well, I decided to help them. I'm Mira Gina. If she's still on board, I'll get the evidence today. I just need to calm my nerves first. You splash a bit of water in your face while he isn't looking. You train for this. You mentally try out every mask that you know for Matteo. 5 years to shape you, 5 to hone your art, to make it second nature. And here you are struggling with an ethical dilemma. You shouldn't provide the service. You imagine that little piece of paper on the chair will say the contract will insist that how you make the world a better place. But Sam's portrait will counter. If you apply the mask, he might forget his plan just like he did last time. And then he won't be able to help his patients like you always do. Matteo must be unique in some way, an exception that confirms the rule. You heard this. Does exist, he simply needs some more nuanced approach. This is a complicated choice. So I could give him, I assume, a fake mask. Or I assume... suggest he doesn't come tomorrow so he doesn't forget. But he could simply come back again right when he feels bad and then... So this one? You go through all the motions with such care. Another day you will be proud of yourself. Mateo barely speaks. The mask sending him into police. Oh, I fucked up. Much needed sleep. His face is healed under the guilt speak. When he wakes up, he says he never felt this calm. He says that he will come again next day. He says that he's excited to go back to work. He never mentions seeing our Amir again. You did the right thing. You are certain, but maybe sometimes people are just complicated. So. I mean, yeah, if he does and he gets fired, he will just come in and complain, right? I know I'm not doing like the ethical right thing, but I'm doing the right thing for me. This woman again? Burn, you know, this game feels kind of empty without any sound, not even the sound of text. You know, that will be a nice addition. But I'm sensing it's a book because the music also stopped. Bernard looks more fragile than ever. She's sitting on the very edge of the bed, trying to take up the least space possible. Doctor, there's so much I want to tell you, but I think I shouldn't. You're here to do your job, after all. And she sighs. Her gaze is stuck into the floor. Please ignore me if you wish to. I don't want to guilt you into anything really, into listening or talking. You're here to do your job, but talking to people like her brightens your day, especially when you're able to support them. Don't worry, Bernadette, I like talking to you. My parents say I was a talkative child, and I only saw and I feel for you. You can tell me anything. So I took the opposite choice this time, right? I decided to actually help her. Thank you, it means a lot. Well, you're in a good spot right now. Me and Jake, he loves me. I know he does, but then there's some moments when he scares me so much. Maybe he could come for a mask. And I don't know what to do. She claps her hands over her mouth like a child caught swearing. Sorry, I shouldn't have started talking about it. Will we please continue with the treatment? Alarm bells ring in your head. You desperately try to remember if there was anything in the mask training materials about situations like that. There wasn't, but you should help her. That's what you're out here for. So you piece together a few sentences about referring her to the police. If she wants that, it feels hollow. You're not sure if she's listening. Making a mask is a ritual. It requires precision, and precision requires reverence. So there is a chance that I just don't help people. I feel horrible. I use the mask and I forget that I didn't help people, right? And it's like an infinite cycle. You like it, you stupid, confused thing. You can make a mistake, you can't. Life has been so strange lately, all these people not functioning as intended. And then there's you, the worst of them all. Your mind slips and you wonder again if what you're doing can be considered help in the first place. It hurts. Primer, skin protection, jail, Bernard's phone rings. You see a name light up and you see the fear in her eyes. And then her hand flies to the screen but reflects and clicks the answer button. Jake? Bernie, the voice coming out from the speaker is cold and calm. A few seconds pass before he continues. Bernie, baby, you went there, didn't you? You lying on the bed in the middle of the room? Stand there and do nothing. Yes, you paid for the appointment, you booked it, how could I not? And do you ever do what you're fucking told? You don't, Bernie, that's why I'm arguing with you at the fucking time. Jake, please, the station is right here. You stand there and do nothing. Yeah, whatever, Bernie, Bernadette, dear. You notice a drop of gel on her chin. It will fall on her dress if you don't stop it. You take a step forward, reach towards the drop. She flinches. I'm gonna kill this guy, if possible. You listening? I am. I thought about everything we went through, and I thought about your recent behavior too. Bernadette frowns, her face seems sharper now, and there's something new in it. Something you never seen before. Jake's tone stays almost flat. Our relationship can still be fixed, baby. Be a good girl, won't you? This is actually so painful. You're so... You could try being a better partner, maybe? You treat me like I'm a monster, even now. I'm giving you a chance, I called you. You could be apologized for hiding in your room because you couldn't handle a joke. Too proud to apologize? And what if I am? Yeah, you go, girl. What is this kindergarten bullshit? Come on, you're better than that. Jake, there are many things I'm sorry for, but not that. I did nothing wrong there. Esthetician, hey, can you hear me? You can hear him very well. It's like he's in the room with you and Bernadette. You can feel your heartbeat in the tips of your fingers. Giving me the silent treatment? No matter. My girlfriend's gone crazy, she's broken, see? Shouldn't you, care about her mental state? You need guidance, you felt so much lately. Esthetician, its voices in your head. Put the mask on her, please, God, I'm begging you. She needs it. Bernadette is staring at the screen, lips pressing to a tight line. Hatred, that's what you saw in her face. Her hand, the one holding the phone, it's trembling slightly. Should I finish the treatment? You ask her, voice unsure and helpless. Bernie looks away. Esthetician, no. She told me about you. She said you care about your clients. His tone is disgusting. Fuck you, Jake! Fuck you. That's why I should say years ago, some people actually care about others and don't you dare talk to me again. She ends the call. Let's go! Thank you. Jake really wanted you to put the mask on me, shit, didn't he? Not for my benefit, for his. Bernard and stuff, it make me think you're a miracle worker. I'm not taking that back. God, you always ease my pain. She takes your hand. You hold it. And I always felt like a doll afterwards. Maybe I was like one? Maybe. Shit, maybe it was a bad thing. I really wish it wasn't. Do you use the mask yourself? I do, and it's none of your business. I do, I'm not sure if I want to use one again. There is a lot to think about. Press space. Oh, there's no one in there. It's time for my treatment? So you talk and think, and you get this weird desire to share more opinions of your own. You suspect that Bernie didn't have an opportunity to do that outside of your spa. So she unloaded her opinions on you. Maybe one day, sorry, you will be friends, Bernie, Matteo, and you think how nice it will be to introduce them to each other after Bernie comes back from her trip. Maybe one day you'll leave this job behind. There's someone at the door? I'm pressing E, but nothing is working. You can hear it, right? I'm pressing E. Oh no, did the game broke? Oh damn it. Oh, I'm just gonna slide. Alright, well I guess the game is either over or broken and I guess I'm done with this, right? Let's go to the itch.io page and read a little bit about the game. It's made for the MGD Game Jam #1. I'm not familiar with that game jam. It says what is the point of the game jam? There's only 3 games submitted for this game jam. Each team can only submit 1 game. Games have to be made during the game jam, 24th of October to 26th. So 2 days to make the game. So I don't see any specifics about this game jam, but Société MGD Montreal Game Dev is a non-profit organization located in Montreal with the goal of helping all game developers, amateurs and professionals alike. It's organized a wide variety of events, weekly social meetups. Okay, it's like a little game jam, right? It says it took 5 years for the mask to shape you into something useful. So it took 5 years of using the mask to become a masked beautician, right? That's about it. It doesn't say if it has multiple endings, but I assume it does, based on that you can like ask the guy to, yeah, you go to the police and stuff like that, right? So it's an interesting game. I like the concept of the game, you know, like you're treating people, you talk about their problems, you have to do your job, but there's like the moral questioning, you know, the ethics of doing this kind of thing. Do you help them even though you promise not to, and there's like a legal document there that you promise not to say anything? I mean, you're not saying anything to anyone outside of the place, right? But like you're messing in the lives of your clients and maybe you shouldn't. And even though it's an interesting concept, I think the fact that it's made for a game jam really affected the quality of the game. I mean, the music stuff, there's obviously not a lot of animations. I like the portraits of the characters. They're really expressive, right? There's only 2 characters, and I will have like 3, 4, so you have a variety of stories to follow. But then again, it's a game jam game, right? There's not a lot of time, there's limited resources, so obviously the scope of the project is gonna be smaller. But I think this game will have really benefited from like 3 or 4 like clients that you treat in between rounds. So you like get to hear different parts of different stories, and you're just like this one, this one, this one, this one, 2, 3, 4. It's a better gameplay loop, right? And obviously that they fix the sounds because it obviously kills the experience when there's no music or like sound effects. And obviously, I don't know if the game is it's finished, right? I don't know if like nothing happened there. Did I finish the game? Did I not? I don't know. It's really buggy. You can see it's really buggy. Also, that the character doesn't have any animations. You know, like there's not a lot of work to make a 3-frame walking animation, right? It's not too bad. Granted, you don't spend that much time walking, but you know, like a little animation goes a long way to up the quality of the game. So I'm just gonna assume this is finished. But I quite like the writing of the game. I think the best part of this game it's the writing definitely. And if you guys want to try the game and like take different choices from what I did, the link will be down in the description with all the games I played so far. Please give it a try. It's actually quite interesting to read these things. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you developer for making the game. It's really interesting. And I will see you guys in the next indie game, stream, or whatever I decide to do with this channel. I'll see you later.